Today is September 25th. I'm going to do something that some might consider a little controversial. So I am going to go to the Black Lives Matter website for two reasons, possibly three. One, I've always wanted to go so I can actually see what they're all about. Two, I imagine a lot of people don't want to go. And three, why not? I'm having difficulties putting pictures onto videos that I am uploading. So up at, I believe it will be this corner, I will have a list of where I am on the website. Black Lives Matter.com homepage. Take action. Join the movement to fight for freedom, liberation, and justice by signing up for updates, supporting our work, checking out our resources, following us on social media, or wearing our dope official gear. Join the global movement, entering your information. Hashtag Black Lives Matter was founded in 2013 in response to the acquittal of Trayvon Martin's murder. Black Lives Matter Foundation, Inc. is a global organization in the US, UK, and Canada whose mission is to eradicate white supremacy and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted on Black communities by the state and vigilantes. By combating and countering acts of violence, creating space for Black imagination and innovation, and centering Black joy, we are winning immediate improvements in our lives. We are expansive. We are a collection of liberators who believe in an inclusive and spacious movement. We also believe that in order to win and bring as many people with us along the way, we must move beyond the narrow nationalism that is all too prevalent in Black communities. We must ensure we are building a movement that brings all of us to the front. We affirm the lives of Black, queer, and trans folks, disabled folks, undocumented folks, folks with records, women, and all Black lives along the gender spectrum. Our network centers those who have been marginalized with Black liberation movements. We are working for a world where Black lives are no longer systematically targeted for demise. We affirm our humanity, our contributions to the society, and our resilience in the face of deadly oppression. The call for Black Lives to Matter is a rally cry for all Black lives striving for liberation. Statement by BLM Global Network Foundation in response to grand jury verdict in the Breonna Taylor case. We send our loves and condolences to Breonna's family, who has to endure the painful reality that they may never receive justice because of brutally racist system all Black people are subjected to. Black Lives Matter co-founders Patrice Cullors, Alicia Garza, and Opal Tometi named to Time's annual Times 100 list of the 100 most influential people in the world. Today we honor the trailblazing icon in the fight for gender equality and justice. Our hearts mourn for the death of U.S. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The BLM's hashtag What Matters 2020 is a campaign aimed to maximize the impact of the BLM's movement by galvanizing BLM supporters and allies to the polls in the 2020 U.S. presidential election to build collective power and ensure candidates are held accountable for the issues that systematically and disproportionately impacts Black and underserved communities across the nation. BLM's hashtag What Matters 2020 will focus on issues concerning racial injustice, police brutality, criminal justice reform, Black immigration, economic injustice, LGBTQIA+, and human rights, environmental injustice, access to health care, access to quality education, and voting rights and suppression. This initiative will inspire and motivate people to ask themselves and their candidates, are you really addressing what matters in 2020? You can pledge to vote, register to vote, sign up for updates, or donate to BLM. There's a movie that's about a minute long. Help us fight disinformation. Contact information. It's really just standard, typical contact information. They actually do money donations on the website. Privacy policy of Black Lives Matter Global Foundation, Inc. Again, it looks pretty standard. Healing Action Toolkit. This toolkit was created to collect, condense, and share the lessons we have learned in ensuring that our direct actions are centered on healing justice. This toolkit is a beta version. It will develop in real time as we continue to uncover the implications of healing justice in our organization. Download chapter Conflict Resolution Toolkit. In the work that we do, there are many times where conflict can arise. It is our duty to ensure that we are mindful of how we handle conflict, as it is inevitable. It presents an opportunity to grow and realign oneself. This toolkit was created to give guidance to conflict resolution within chapters. Download Healing Justice Toolkit. Download Trayvon Taught Me Toolkit for Black and non-Black POC organizers. Download Talk About Trayvon, a toolkit for white people. This is very much a, here's what happened. Here are some ways that you as a white person can help. That's what this toolkit is. Download Espanol. Download for your anniversary report. Here's where we're at 5 years later. Now a bit more than 5 years. Download these toolkits and whatnot. They're about 5 to 9 pages. Shop. But I'm just gonna come here without looking at the shop. Hats, mugs, face mask bags, shirts, hoodies, shirts. It's things that have happened around the world as well as within the US. I'm going to go through and hopefully take out my opinions out of this because I want this to be very much, these are the facts. Have a terrific day. Thanks for joining me. Personally, I do recommend looking into those toolkits. I'm mainly doing this so I can learn, and hopefully you can learn too. Who knows what's going to be next?